Hello.
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 We look like a couple on a date.
A couple on the deck, very snug because we're on Periscope.
It
It's
is very
vertical video. Vertical video.
Not horizontal.
So,
Yes.
this week's strategy session with him
Yes. Hello.
is live from Marketed Live that you can see will be happening behind us. Today's topic of discussion is the future of marketing. So we thought we'd pop on and do that. Here comes Chris Marr. Look. Famous.
Are we live?
We are live.
Yes.
Oh, hello, everybody.
Hi, we're on Periscope. Chris will be speaking later. You'll see more of him on hashtag Marketed Live.
Genuinely very good, actually.
He is very good. Very good. Off CMA fame.
Yes.
So, what's the future of marketing, Paul?
Well, the good news is it's pretty much the same as the past. Well, I'm genuinely, because what we've got, as we've all said, we've got loads of different tools, things like this, things that make it really easy for people like us to do things like this. But actually, the whole future of marketing is the same as it's always been. Find the right people that you want to speak to, the right people, and then speak to them in a way that they want to be spoken to, in a way that they consume about stuff that is interesting, useful, and relevant to them. Now, I don't know, this becomes a really kind of short kind of strategy session, but really that's it. And I think what's happened in the present of marketing, if you like, is the fact that we've just got too carried away with the stuff. We've got too carried away with the tools. We've got too carried away with the tactics on it, and not the strategy of it. It's the same stuff that it's always been. It's doing the same stuff, but the tools we've got are different.
That's right. So, got slightly distracted by Vicky Taylor off Internet fame as well, who's joined our table. But as I said, marketing changes all the time. Well, the stuff like this, the channels, the formats, people's behaviour changes all the time. But that doesn't matter, right? You have to focus on the stuff that doesn't change, all the good stuff that Paul said. Getting the right message to the right people at the right time, right? It's segmentation, targeting and positioning in traditional marketing strategy, right? That's never changed. Yeah. It's not changed from the 50s, right?
The only thing that has changed is our ability to do it. Like, I came across something the other day, which apparently I told Tim about months ago, but I've completely forgotten, called Lumen 5, which is LUMEN5.com or something like that. Go and search it out. And effectively, that is a tool that will read, in inverted commas, your blog and turn that into a series of slides, which you can then turn into a video. And I think, I think that's brilliant. I think because, what we've done there, what we've got is use some technology, use some of the cool stuff that's happening, but to do something that we know we will. We know that video is infinitely more engageable with than written word, so we know all that kind of stuff there, and all we've got there is the tools that allow us to do it. And I think that is where the future is. It's really important that we don't get carried away in the future of all the technology and stuff, because that is the stuff that means that people start to disappear around rabbit holes. People go straight back into tactics, and they just do the stuff rather than thinking about why they're doing the stuff. It is great. These tools are fantastic. So literally now you could, use, let's kind of take that, you can use Siri or whatever to record your voice into a blog, or record use your phone to record a video, send that video to someone like Rev.com. Rev.com can then turn that into transcribed and subtitles for you. So that then comes back. You can then use Lumen to turn that into a video. So actually, this is, I suppose, where the future of the doing comes into. The fact that, one bit of content can be split up using their technology into like 6 or 7 different formats. And then you can get that out, as we said right at the start, getting the right stuff to the right people in the way that they want to consume it.
I think that sums it up nicely. I mean, the technology is there to augment human behaviour, right? To make our lives easier, not to take it away from us, not to stop us doing the stuff like starting conversations, engaging people. It's here to help us do more of that, to reach more of the people in interesting and novel ways, like chatbots and stuff, which Paul Ince, the owner of Marketed Live, will be talking about a bit later on, I think.
Yeah. And I think it is augmented. It also gives you the ability to replicate human behaviour, as it were. If you think what you'd want someone to feel and experience in a transactional conversation with you, you don't want it in pages and pages of text with bullets and that sort of stuff. That is almost kind of the non-thinking way of doing it. If you're going to engage with someone and have any kind of conversation with them, any kind of transaction, you want it to be done in the way that you'd be able to do it if you were sat there face to face. What these tools allow is the ability for that to happen but from further away. And I think this is what, and again, you know, we'll see some really interesting stuff today. No doubt we'll see some interesting stuff about kind of, you know, search functions and that sort of stuff in the SEO side of the world, which is very, very important. And that is and it is important to be aware of this technology. You know, and we'll certainly hear some of the new stuff that's happening from the social, and we'll hear from kind of Paul and you know about the automation side of it. People like Chris who will talk about kind of the content-led sort of, you know. But all of these things are kind of tools in the same thing, and actually if you let yourself get sidetracked from how do I find the right person and then get the right thing in the right format in front of them, if you allow yourself to get sidetracked from that, well, you're kind of screwed, because then you just disappear down the rabbit hole of new shiny technological stuff, you know, and actually, you know, all your time, energy, and crucially your money goes into it without any kind of reward, because you're doing it wrong.
That's it. I mean, we've spoken about this before, but it comes to having that plan that guides you like a compass, and not to get stuck on tactics, and to remember where you're going, right? Because there's so much stuff you can do, and it is distracting, because everybody wants to be on the new shiny thing, right? Yeah. But the whole point is to make it better. Thank you very much. Breakfast is
in the cafe.
Amazing.
Sounds like a cue to wrap this up.
I think that'll be about it. As breakfast and hundreds of people come. The video guys recognised on the stage. So rude. I'm a video guy. So, well, anyway, I think there'll be more from us. Watch #MarketedLive for more of the goodness from today.
Brilliant.
And we'll be back same time next week at some point. Not same time, probably.
Somewhere different. Different time, a different place.
Different time all
Brilliant.
the time. All right, see you later.
Great stuff. Cheers.
Bye-bye.